there's no confusion. Some people are confused. What is real? Duality, non-duality. This is this body is real or not real. Mind is real or not real. But they're all in duality, in Maya, a sphere of Maya. And then ultimately, the non-duality is a reality. The reality may be temporary. The subjective reality is duality. But permanent reality is non-duality, which you cannot, for some reason, you have to elevate yourself to sort of progress or to grow there into non-dual state where you can make yourself. But even those who are in non-duality, they come to duality because then play is not there. Lila. How you will express your love when you are not dual? When you are not in duality, how you express your affection, love, feelings, emotion? That is the beauty of being being in duality, because then you have all the activities and expansion or creativity of your mind and hearts. When you are non-dual, maybe you are sitting in meditation whole day and there is no activities and it can be boring. So there is no play. You can imagine the Krishna coming on earth and there's not playing around. The gopis are not running to meet him. He's not playing the flute or calling them in the evening. I mean, this you can imagine that if he says, okay, I am Vishnu, I am not bothered. I have come to earth and I want to be Vishnu only, not Krishna. Then Vishnu is just relaxing on the snake. So that the concept of Vishnu. So that is the beauty of duality. So there is no confusion. Of course, people get very confused. You have family, you have friends, you have all the relatives and all the sort of near, dear, related one, and that becomes their play in a way. But the only problem sometimes happens when you have in duality pain and suffering. That is something very difficult to reconcile. Whether you have suffering of lack of communication or suffering of not communicating communication enough, or you have suffering of emotional disturbances, or not able to convey what you feel, or you feel so difficult to reconcile your relationship. And it goes for all the relationships. That is, you have companion, but you cannot communicate properly with companion. You have relatives and you have friends, and you are trying very hard, or one way or other so frequently you get disturbed and unsettled, or you get angry, irritated. You want love and yet you are not getting there. You cannot feel love, or you feel love but you cannot express the love. Or you love somebody and they don't respond to you. Or they're so complex and complicated. These emotional states are, that it is sometimes it becomes like one big battle. And that's why fundamentally when we understand that we should not give up the hope of betterment. One mistake one must not do, give up. Because if you give up, that means end of the road. You must not give up. You must keep trying, right keep hoping and keep doing things which are right things. And from your own perspective to see what I'm doing is nourishing. Of course, one has to examine oneself objectively. The flexibility of mind has to be there. But when your heart is clear, your mind is clear, and you radiate the love energy or affection, or you radiate peace, you have done your job. You have done your duty. But you must look at yourself not in some subjective way or prejudiced way or rigidity, but look at yourself with more how I should be. And so there is a process. And that's why this mantra last time we introduced, Nirvana Satakam, that is your reality. Ultimate reality is that. But how to get there? That is because if you say, oh, I am this and I am Shiva, Chidananda Rupa Sivoham Sivoham, you sing it. And then you say, I am Shiva, you are nothing. Then do you think other person is going to accept that? Well, other person will say, but you don't behave like Shiva. So you sing, you contemplate, you meditate, you analyze, you look at, but that is you're aspiring to be. But even if you feel in 24 hours sometime, Shiva like I am Shivananda Rupa Chidodam, na merag dvese, I don't hate anyone, I don't dislike anyone, I am blissful state, I love everybody. And even if it is for time to time, still there is a hope. The only thing, if you don't feel, that is something to be worried about. That, because at least, so that is the question of what is called sadhana, practice. That you become part of it, and that is the ultimate goal. And in duality, you have deities, and you have prayer, and you have meditation, and you have surrender, and you have a sort of offering, and you have all sorts of practices and sort of offering, so that you are doing your duty. You are clearing your mind, you are cleansing your antahkaran, the inner self, preparing yourself to be there. But knowing that they are all part of our life. I mean, this, I can understand that communication is the biggest problem in these days. Everybody has a problem. But then, again, you start the purification. But same time, if somebody prevent your progress or development, spiritual development, they may be doing in ignorance. They don't know that they are preventing you, because they think they fear that they are on this one level. They fear that if you do this, maybe they are deprived of your love or affection or your attention. I mean, I have caused a lot of confusion. Not that I want to create confusion, but it is sometimes it is like if people feel that they don't get attention from me, they get very angry. And that may not be my intention. But perception is that why doesn't he pay attention to me? And that is the biggest problem, because again getting attention in certain way is maybe the concept of individual. But I remember that when I used to, in London we used to big gathering, and then I used to travel to India from Heathrow. And all these people used to come to see me off. And you just name it, just everybody. And the airport used to be a huge crowd place. And sometimes it became difficult for security people to control the crowd. That time it was not so bad. Today probably will be, I will not be allowed to travel. I will be put in riot act. So all these people, when I was going, saying goodbye and all that, everybody had, of course they want attention, and if somebody felt that I did not pay attention on them, they got upset. I didn't look at them enough, or didn't give the energy or whatever, And that became some kind of difficult situation. Later on I received all sorts of complaints. So then I made a rule, 1 or 2 person comes to drop me off, no crowd. And since then it continues, and at least that emotion is not around.